So we're going to work with how to do these on Desmos. Desmos is the calculator when you're taking tests also. If you click for Math 1, the little calculator on the calculator, that is what pops up. Usually it's shrunk down a little bit, but same company and all that. The testing version is what we want to use always. So it's got the testing / North Carolina / graphing. You should see this green bar at the top of your screen. If you see a black bar, that's not the testing version. It's probably a better version. It can do more things. However, we need to get used to what we are actually going to be tested with. Okay. Testing version, it'll show you how to do. Systems, it's kind of 50-50. Some of them are active, some of them are inactive, so got to be able to do them both ways. All right, so let's start with like this. All you need to do is type in the equations on two separate lines on Desmos. When you're looking for the solutions, all you're doing is you're graphing them on the calculator, and it's showing you where the two equations will cross. Where they cross is your solution. Alright, so I click over. First equation, I had 6x plus 5y equals 28. Your lines could be different colors. It just depends. The colors don't matter. They're just to differentiate. Then we got 2x minus 7y equals -8. This one, pretty clear right away to see where they cross. Sometimes you got to hit the minus button to zoom out. Or if you zoom out too far, you might have to zoom back in. There's a dot where the lines cross. You just click the dot. It gives you an ordered pair. So what's the x value? 3. What's the y value? All right, so you got to pay attention always what the questions are asking you. Sometimes it asks you for the x value. Sometimes it asks you for the y value. Sometimes it asks you for something else. Go ahead and give this a try. Who's got the answer for that one? Emmy? No. Noah? 8. All right, so like I said, we got to be careful. We got to be answering what the question is asking you. Sometimes it's going to ask you for an x value. Sometimes it's going to ask you for a y value. Sometimes it asks you for something a little different. Like in this case, the x plus y. So you got to add up your ordered pair. So when we go over, we had 5x minus 3y equals 16. Helps if it actually types in. 5x minus 3y. And then 2x plus 4y equals 22. Ordered pair, 5, 3. That's just like she said to start with. Pay attention to what you're being asked. X plus y, 5 plus 3. Okay? Any questions on that? See how easy this is? Yeah. You don't go back to doing it without the calculators? No? All right, so the calculators aren't magical. They can't do everything for you. So we got Dave. He bought 3 pairs of pants and 4 shirts for $73. At the same store, Joe bought 2 pairs of pants and 6 shirts for $72. We need to find out how much a shirt costs. So, how would we do this? We got to get our equations first. All right. How many pairs of pants did Dave buy? 3. So we're going to call our pants X. So if I got 3X, how many shirts did he buy? And we'll call the shirts Y. And this total was $73. Joe then, 2 pants, 6 shirts, $72. All right. So we go, I'm going to copy and paste. Go put those in. This would be an example where we're zooming out because we got higher numbers to work with. So I got an order pair right there. What's the answer? All right, so what's the question asking us for? Shirts. Which letter did I make shirts? Y. So when we go and look, which one's our answer? 7, the Y value. All right, you got to be able to make the equations. Desmos doesn't make the equations for you. You got to be able to remember or keep track which letter's which, okay? When you're using Desmos, you have to use X and Y for graphing them. If you try to use other letters on your graphs, it's not going to work for you. All right, one of our mixture type problems, right? We got planters making a mixture with peanuts and cashews. Cashews cost $7 a pound. Peanuts are $4 a pound. How many pounds of each should be added to make a 10-pound mixture that sells for $4.20 a pound? Go ahead, give it a try. Who thinks they can give me a correct answer? Adrian?
Negative 11.93 repeating and 21.93 repeating.
Well, So you're negative 11 pounds or something? That doesn't sound quite right, does it? Be interesting to see those cashews just floating around, but all right, so our first equation, we got x plus y equals 10. Second equation, if I make 7x plus 4y equals, it's the total amount times the total price. So there's 10 pounds, $4.20. So we put each of those in to the calculator. We got x plus y equals 10. 7x plus 4y equals, now you got a couple options here. You can't just put x as a multiplication symbol. X is x when you type it in. So when you're doing the 10 times the $4.20, you can do 10. You can click the keyboard and then click the multiplication symbol. That will do it. You can type 10 and you can put the $4.20 in parentheses. That will do multiplication for you. Or you can press Shift and the 8 key, and that gets you the multiplication symbol. So if you do the asterisk, which is Shift and 8, that gets you a multiplication symbol. And your other option would always be, you could do the multiplication without Desmos and just put it in after the multiplication took place. You'd have your yellow calculators on the test as well, so you could always multiply it out that way if you forget or something and need to. But crosses right there. That is 2/3 for the X value, so 2/3 a pound of cashews, and that's 9 1/3 pounds of peanuts then. Any questions on that one? As I said, Desmos helps a whole lot, but it's not going to be completely magical where it just gives you everything you need. You got to do a little bit of work to kind of help it out.